Good day, everyone. My name is JoAnn A, Cabusog, and as a student, I have always been aware of how important it is to balance my responsibilities inside and outside the classroom. Like many of my classmates, I sometimes face challenges in meeting deadlines, organizing tasks, and making sure I use my time wisely. These experiences have taught me that success in school is not only about working hard, but also about managing time and communicating effectively. Time management and communication are two essential skills that work hand in hand in both education and everyday life. Time management refers to the ability to plan, organize, and prioritize tasks effectively to maximize productivity within a limited period. On the other hand, communication serves as the tool that allows individuals to express expectations, share instructions, and coordinate responsibilities clearly. Without effective communication, even the best time management strategies may fail because misunderstandings and confusions can easily disrupt schedules and deadlines. Likewise, without proper time management and good communication alone cannot ensure that goals are accomplished on time. In the classroom setting, the connection between time management and communication becomes especially important. Teachers rely on communication to provide clear instructions, set realistic deadlines, and guide students in prioritizing tasks, while students must also communicate their questions, challenges, and progress in order to stay on track. When these two skills are practiced together, they create an environment of efficiency, respect, and discipline. Beyond academics, mastering time management and communication prepares individuals for future responsibilities in their careers and personal lives, where the ability to manage schedules and collaborate effectively will determine success. Under this topic, there are 5 important highlights. First is communicating timelines effectively. Communicating timelines effectively is more than just telling people when something is due. It is about making sure that schedules, deadlines, and time limits are clearly understood and respected. In a classroom setting, timelines plays a big role in helping both teachers and students stay organized and disciplined. This picture is an example when a teacher announces an upcoming quiz a week in advance and reminds the class regularly. It gives students enough time to review their notes, ask questions, and clarify concepts we not fully understand. This kind of communications avoids confusions and prevents unhealthy habit of cramming at the last minute. On the other hand, when timelines is not properly communicated, problems can easily arise. Students may feel pressured because they were not informed early enough, or they may misunderstand the expectations and fail to meet them. Effective communication of timelines, therefore, it is about respect. It shows that teacher values the time of students, and in return, students learn to value not only their own time but also the time of others. Over time, this practice instills discipline, builds responsibility, and creates a culture where everyone knows what to expect and how to prepare. In real life, whether in the workplace or personal matters, communicating timelines become a foundation and professionalism and trust. The second one is setting clear expectations for deadlines. Deadlines are a natural part of academic and professional life, but they only serve their purpose when they are communicated clearly. Setting clear expectations for deadlines means giving specific instructions about what is due, when it should be submitted, and when standards of quality For instance, instead of simply saying, submit your paper on Monday, a teacher might say, submit your 5-page research paper on Monday at 12 noon and make sure it includes at least 5 critical resources. This clarifies, eliminates ambiguity and helps students plan ahead. And another important factor is that deadlines should be realistic and achievable. If a teacher assigns too many tasks within overlapping deadlines, students may become overwhelmed and fail to perform their best. On the student side, communicating concerns about deadlines is also important. For example, if several major projects are due at the same time, students can respectfully request an extension or ask for guidance in prioritizing their tasks. In this way, deadlines become less of a burden and more of a tool for building responsibility and accountability. Setting clear expectations not only improves productivity but also teaches valuable lessons about discipline, fairness, and time management, skills that students will carry with them into their future careers. The third one is the role of communication in managing classroom time. Time in the classroom is precious because every minute should contribute of learning. Communication plays a central role of making sure that classroom time is managed effectively. When teachers give clear step-by-step instructions, students can immediately start working on tasks without wasting time asking necessary questions. For example, if a teacher begins a group activity by saying, you have 15 minutes to brainstorm and 3 minutes or 3 ideas, write them down and choose one to present. Students understand exactly what to do and how much time they have. This prevents delays and keeps the class moving smoothly. Students also play a big role in this process by listening attentively, following instructions, and asking questions only when necessary. They help ensure that class stays focused and productive. If communication is poor, if instructions are vague, or if students are not listening, valuable time is wasted on clarifications and the flow of the lesson is disrupted. Good communication therefore acts as a time manager in the classroom. It ensures the lessons begin and end on schedule, that discussions stay on track. The fourth one is prioritizing tasks through communication. Not all tasks are equally important, and this is where communication becomes essential in helping students and teachers prioritize. Prioritizing tasks through communication means identifying which tasks are urgent, which are important, and which can be done later. For example, if a group project presentation is scheduled for the following day, while a reflection paper is due next week, the teacher may advise students to focus on completing the group project first. By communicating priorities clearly, teachers help students manage their work and more effectively. The last one is using time efficiently in lessons and discussions. Lessons and discussions are most effective when time is used efficiently, and communication plays a major role in this. A teacher who starts the class by outlining the objectives gives students a clear sense of directions. For example, saying today will be discussed the cause of the climate change, break into groups for brainstorming, and end into the class sharing. Allow students to mentally prepare for the flow of activities during discussions. Efficiency can be maintained maintained by guiding students to focus on the key points instead of going off topic. For instance, if a group is asked to present their findings, they should highlight only the most important information within a given time instead of dragging the discussions with irrelevant details. When both teachers and students practice time efficiency, more topics can be covered, discussions become richer, and learning becomes maximized. Beyond the classroom, the ability to use time efficiently is an essential skill in professional settings where meetings, projects, and collaborations often have limited schedules. Through practice in the classroom, students learn to value every minute and to communicate in ways that make the most of the time available. Communication plays a vital role in time management by setting clear expectations, providing timely reminders, and prioritizing tasks. Teachers create a classroom environment where time is maximized and learning is focused. Students benefit by staying organized, meeting deadlines, and developing habits that prepare them for future academic and professional responsibilities.